So great guys, welcome. So today we're going to work on a thing called the Cossack squat. And it's more or less, it's a wide angle stance and it's a squat on one leg. And so it's really hard. It's really hard. It's a thing that takes ages to practice or even to master because it requires quite a lot of inner groin and inner thigh strength. And because we're not standing up and down off the floor just naturally, this is a really extreme version of standing up and down off the floor. So this could be a video that you return to maybe once or twice a week to build up the strength through your inner thighs and the groin to really give you that stability that you'll need. So we'll start off with flexibility. So it's best that your mat is sideways to me because I'll do the class, so we'll be and you'll be facing me sideways the whole time, okay? So bring your feet wide to begin with. So just start with your feet wide and you're really just trying to notice how wide is your wide stance in this. And then notice when you're wide, are you rounded forward when you get there, or can you maintain a length through your spine? So if you're rounding forward, then bring your feet a little bit narrower till you find the place where you go, oh, I can be upright in that place. Okay, so find that stance, that place for you. And then just interlock your fingers and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And just reach down into your sit bones and up into your knuckles. And then lean over towards the right. And then come back up to center. And then lean down towards the left. And center. Over towards the right. Center. And then over towards the left. Center. Turn your chest towards the right. And then drop your arms down in the direction of the right foot. And come back up. And then turn your chest in the direction of the left and drop your arms down towards the left foot. And come back up. Oh, turn towards the right. Drop your arms down in the direction of the right foot. Right knee. And come back up. And then over towards the left. Drop your head down, drop your arms down. And all the way up. Nice. And then just keep your arms to the outside of your ears. And just draw the biggest circle that you can with your arms. So you're trying to warm up into your torso. Big circle with your arms. As low as you can go, and as far back as you can naturally go. What is the biggest circle that you can draw through your legs? And as you draw forward, you'll feel how your legs have to take the weight of your torso as you glide forward. So we're just warming up the weight bearing of the inner thighs, the inner groin. And then change direction. Circling. Really having a sense of how does my torso move in relationship to my thighs? How does my thighs take the weight of my torso as I glide forward? Nice. Lower your arms down. Bring your hands forward in front of you. And then imagine that your belly is going to come down towards the floor. And then straighten your arms. And so you're keeping your head in line. So I'm not dropping my head down. I'm keeping my spine straight. I'm just feeling how does my belly drop down. And then come away. And just feel that. And make like whatever your range of motion is, travel through the whole thing really slowly. If it's small, then travel slowly. And so you're just acknowledging this is my range from upright to forward. And just feel it. You can have your hands on your thighs if your range of motion is slower or smaller. And just find what is my range of motion forward and backwards here. Really just leaning into the inner thighs, the deep of your belly. Nice. And then all the way back to center. So bend your right knee so that your right foot is still in line with where your toes, so my leg is out to the side, and when I bend my knee, my thigh and my foot are still in that same angle of a 45-degree angle. And then drop your right knee into the center, and then drop your right knee out to the side, and just very gently lean onto your right thigh, so you're drawing your right knee away and out to the side as you do that. Nice, and then drop your right knee into the center. And then bring your hand gently to your inner thigh and just create a little bit of weight so you feel more of a stretch through your inner thighs. And again, drop your right knee into the center. And then drop away and a little bit more weight outwards. Nice. Stretch your right leg long. Other side, bend your left knee. Drop your left knee into the center. And then bring your foot to the floor. Give a little bit of weight so you feel the pull of your inner thigh and the pull of the groin. Just have a notice of that. Drop your left knee down to center. And then drop your left knee out to the side. Push a little bit of weight. And then left knee to center. And then out to the side. A little bit of weight. Nice. Stretch both legs long. So bring both hands either side of that right thigh. So your hands are pushing down into the floor. Push down, point down into your right foot, and then lift your right leg up and down. So up and down, up and down, up and down. 3, 4, 5. You might find that it's like a flick, like a fish flick, or you might find that it's an actual lift. See which one it is for you. Change. Bring your hands either side of the left thigh. Point your toes. Again, it might be a fish flick, or it might be a lift. Just feel what it is for you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring both hands between your thighs. And you have to lean a little bit forward as you do this. Push both hands down. And then either double fish flick or lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Either side of the right thigh. Again. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't give up. 5. Awesome. Both hands forward, both legs. Again, could be just an impulse that you send down your legs, or it could be that you lift. Just notice, like, what is possible here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Bend your left knee, pull it in. Bend your right knee, pull it in. Soles of your feet are together. And then just gently do your little butterfly wings, knees wide. So you're just bouncing gently into your inner thighs. You're lengthening up through the top of your head. And you're just noticing your inner thighs and the deep groins. Nice. And then just drop forward, dropping your head down in the direction of your toes. And then rise up, holding onto your shins. Pull your chest and look up and forward. Nice. And drop your nose down in the direction of your toes. And then rising up, pull and look upwards. Nice. One more time. Drop your nose down in the direction of your toes. And then pull and look upwards. Nice. Bring your feet so that they're mat width apart, or maybe a little bit wider. So they're probably around 2 foot wide or so, or 2.5 foot wide. And then drop both knees down to the right. So you're in a 90-90. So 90-90 is where there's a kind of a 90-degree angle on the left leg and a 90-degree angle on the right leg, more so than zigzag, which is closer. Come back to center, and then drop both knees down towards the right. Let's do that a few times. Center, both knees down towards the left. Center, both knees down towards the right. Super. Stretch both legs long. And then roll yourself over into your downward dog. So just stepping all the way up and back and lengthening back into your downward dog and having a bit of a wiggle. Stretching one leg, stretching the other leg, and stretching back through both. And cool. So whichever side the computer is on, step the opposite foot forward. So my computer is to the right of me, so I'm stepping the left foot forward, and then turn your toes so your toes are facing your computer. It's just easier than looking backwards. So my feet are around 3 foot wide or so. My hands are on the floor underneath my shoulders. And now we begin the action of the Cossack squat. So bend your right knee. And as you bend your right knee, keep the baby toe edge of your left foot on the floor. And then come back up. Both legs are straight. Really straighten into both legs. And then bend your left knee. Really feel like you're stretching down into the inner thigh of the right leg. And the baby toe side of your right foot is on the floor. Stretch into both legs. Bend your right knee. Straighten both legs. And bend your left knee. Straighten both legs. Right knee. Straighten both legs. Left knee. Straighten both legs. So this one here, we're traveling back through straightened legs every time. The next one, we're going to travel back, keeping our knees bent. So bend both knees, and you're going to stay low the whole time. So bend the right knee, straightening into the left leg. And then there's a moment where both knees are deeply bent, and then straighten the left leg. So now we're traveling from side to side, lower. So just feel that you're traveling from one side to the other side with your knees bent. Oh, there's one knee always bent, but there's a moment where both knees are bent. Both legs are never straight in this version. Just traveling from side to side. Great. Straighten both legs. Heel toe your feet towards each other. And come down into a squatting position. So you're just down into your squatting position. Just let yourself rest down between your knees. Your arms are forward. And just rock forward and backwards a little bit. Rock a bit into your hands, into your toes. And then back into your heels. So in the Cossack squat, there's one leg that is as deep as this squat, and then the other leg is straight. So we're just warming up into the squatting position for our legs. Rocking forward, rocking backwards, rocking forwards, and rocking backwards. So then come up onto your toes, and then drop back towards your heels. Come up onto your toes. Drop back onto your heels. One more time. Up onto your toes. Drop back onto your heels. Great. Push into your hands. Straighten both legs. And bring your feet again as wide, around 3 foot wide. Bend both knees. Bring both hands to your knees. And then come all the way up to stand. Now we're standing. So you're pushing down into the baby toe side of both feet. So you're really engaged into the outer edges of your feet. Just feel that. Outer edge is really strong. And then interlock your fingers in front of you. And then begin to bend your right knee. Your arms are long in front of you. So bend your right knee and sit yourself down as deep as you can on the right. So my thigh and my belly are coming together. And then come all the way back up. And draw your hands close in towards you. Nice. Stretch your arms out long in front of you. Bend your left knee. And bring your belly down to the side of your belly, down to your inner thigh on the left. And then come all the way back up. And bring your arms back in towards you. And again, bend your right knee. Keeping the baby toe edge of your left foot down as you bend your right knee. Come all the way back up. Nice, and then bend the left knee. Stretch your arms out long. Bend the left knee, sitting your bum down as deep as it'll go. And come all the way back up. So we're going to look at now at how we actually come down onto the floor. So take both hands and bring them to the floor in front of the right foot. So my right hand is in front of my right foot and my left hand's a little bit away. Lean into your hands and come onto your toes, and then turn the left foot so it's pointing towards the ceiling a little bit more. So my toes are pointed upwards. And then push into your hands and come back into the low, right knee bent, left leg straight. So come up onto your right toes, bend your knee, and then turn your left foot so your toes are pointed a little bit more towards the ceiling. Push down into your hands, come back into the low Cossack squat. And one more time, bend your right knee. Your left bum is dropping a little bit closer towards the floor. Nice. Push into both hands, and then bring both hands over in front of the left foot. So left hand is in front of the left foot, right hand is a little bit towards the center. Bend your left knee, and your knee is dropping out to the outside of your left arm. You're up onto the toes of the left foot. You turn the toes of your right foot up towards the ceiling. Push into your hands, bring your left foot flat, and then drop again. Sitting down into your bum, turn your right toes towards the ceiling. You're up onto the left toes. And then come back up. One more time. Toes of the left foot, heel of the right, and then coming all the way up. Nice. So bring both hands in front of the right foot. Bend the right knee to come up onto your toes, and turn your left toes so they're pointing towards the ceiling. Now walk your hands over towards the left leg a little bit more. And then hop your left hand behind you, and then bring your left bum to the floor. Nice, lovely, cool. So to come back up again is a really good question. So push your left hand into the floor, come up onto your toes of the right foot, walk your hands back towards the front of your mat, and then come back up into your low, kind of halfway down Cossack squat. Nice, one more time on that side. Bend your right knee as you come up onto your toes, turn your left toes towards the ceiling, walk your hands back towards the left leg, bring your left hand behind you, and then sit your bum down. Nice. Rock forward onto your toes, walk yourself forward, come up into your low, and then stretch through your leg. Other side, both hands in front of the left foot, bend your left knee to come up onto your toes, turn your right foot so the toes are pointing upwards, walk your hands over towards your right leg, hop your right hand behind the leg, and use that to slow your bum down as you bring it to the floor. Nice. Push both hands into the floor, or your right hand into the floor, come up onto your left toes, walk your hands forward, come into your halfway, and then bend your knee, come up onto your toes, walk your hands back towards the right leg, right hand behind you, drop your bum to the floor. Nice. And again, all the way forward, straighten through both legs. And then both hands to your knees, coming all the way up. So find the level that was good for you. So we're going to try next time without hands. So see how that goes. Okay, so slowly coming down. So bend your right knee. Arms are long in front of you. Bend your right knee, bend your right knee. And then you can start to turn your left toes towards the ceiling. You can take your hands to the floor if you wish to here. Otherwise, reverse backwards, bring your bum to the floor, whatever way you do. And then drop your right knee down till it lands on the floor. So it drops inwards, and then reach down towards that left foot. Drop your head down in the direction of the left knee. Rise back up, bring your right foot to the floor. You can use your hands whatever way you want to. Push down into your right foot, leaning forward with your arms, and then rise all the way back up. Nice, use your hands as much as you need to. Awesome job. Nice, other side. Bend your left knee. Coming down. At any stage, use your hands. Begin to roll your right foot towards the ceiling. Come onto your bum. Using your hands as much as you need to. Drop your left knee down. And then reach long towards your right foot, dropping your forehead down in the direction of your right knee. Nice. Rising up. Lift your left knee up till your foot is flat. Use your hands as much as you need to. Lift your bum off the floor. Bring your right foot to flat. And rise all the way back up to stand. Awesome job, amazing. So one more time. Coming down on the right. Use your hands as much as you need to. Turn your left foot up. Drop your bum down. Drop your right knee down towards the floor. Reach your hands down towards your left leg. Drop your forehead down towards the floor. Now towards your knee. Rising up. Bring your right foot to the floor. And then lift your bum. Rising all the way up to stand. Use your hands as much as you need to. Last side, drop your left side down. Lowering down, use as much support as you need to. Bring your bum to the floor. Drop your right knee in. And then reach down. Oh, left knee in. Drop your head down in the direction of the right knee. Coming all the way up. Come back to stand on the left foot. Come all the way up. And come up to stand. Use your hands as much as you need to. Cool. Bring your hands down and just walk your feet till they're closer together and come down into your squatting position. So hands are on the floor in front of you. You're in your squatting position, and then just drop one knee down towards the floor on one side and then the other knee down on the floor the other side. So we're just creating a little bit more strength and flexibility into the hips. Nice. Super. Bring your fingers to the front of your shoulders. So your fingertips are touching the front of your shoulders. And then bring your left hand to the floor in front of you. So touch the floor with your right elbow, or aim for that. And then twist and lift your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Drop your right elbow down, let it touch the floor. And then twist, lift your elbow up towards the ceiling. One more time. Drop your elbow down, let it touch. And then lift your elbow up towards the ceiling. Nice. Bring your right hand to the floor, bring your left fingers to the front of your left shoulder. Elbow touches the floor, and then lift up towards the ceiling. Elbows drop down, touch, and then lift up towards the ceiling. One more time. Elbow drops down, and then lift up towards the ceiling. Nice. Keep your hands off the floor, or you can bring them down to the floor, and then try and bring one knee down to the floor. And then the other knee down to the floor. One knee down to the floor. And then the other knee down to the floor. We're going to try both. So both knees down. And then both knees back. And just try that a few times. How do you slow it down? And how do you bring it back? One more time. Bring your knees forward. And your knees back. Super cool. Come sit on your bum with your legs long in front of you and just roll out through your ankles. They're probably talking to you deeply right now. And then just bend and stretch one leg and bend and stretch the other. Just have a sense of tracking your knees back to center. And then just roll out through your belly, big circle with your belly. And then the other direction. And then circles with your shoulders, big circles with your shoulders. And then circles with your wrists. My toes always move when I move my wrists. And then the other direction. Nice. And then just twist over towards your right. Bring your right hand behind you. Push your left hand at the outside of your right knee. Look over your right shoulder. And change, look over your left shoulder, bring your left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of your knee. Nice, and then scoot yourself forward and come rest on your back, just for a moment or two. Your knees are bent. You can have the soles of your feet together, your knees apart if you wish. Feet flat on the floor. You can have your legs stretched out long. And just find the shape that holds you, the container of this moment. So what would feel like a really yummy place to be or a yummy shape to make? And then just land and settle into that. Just letting that settle, letting yourself arrive. Just take another moment or two. Nice. Just bending one knee, bending the other knee. And then just sway your knees from side to side. Just let them drop down from side to side. And just arch your lower back, flatten your lower back down. Arch your lower back, flatten your lower back down. And one more time, arch your lower back and flatten your lower back down. Nice. So you can stay there on the floor for another little bit longer, or you can slowly begin to emerge, whatever feels right for you, whatever feels like is good for you in your day.